Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Tigers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Got his man. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Turns up, it's Burrows. Breaks into the open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Hits inside. It's Davidson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burrows. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game. And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Sets his feet, it's Reynolds. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The give to the left side. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first play.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Gill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They want to run it left here. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Could not make his way to the corner.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Right side, it's Singleton. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Press center down's going to the air. Left side, it's Johnson. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Reynolds. Rush right in his face. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking for the score. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. So here comes the Auburn offense. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Enough to move the chains. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the...
All kinds of room to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Still looking. He's going to run it. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going to let it go. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Hit as he throws, and it's his fourth interception of the game. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Now they'll try the right side. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Washington. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Making the adjustment on the play. They'll go to the counter. And he's in! Touchdown, Auburn!
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move them on the counter. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. The handoff to Johnson. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Reynolds. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Left side, it's Burrows. Snags it, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He's changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we are excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the #1 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Hoosiers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Got an alley.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes the tackle. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Rivers. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Takes a hit as he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Black. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quickly out to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. That's reeled in, it's Moore. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. The Tigers are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Johnson. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Drops back. It's Rivers. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Hand it to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. That one will give him the lead. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quick give. It's Davidson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
In traffic, it's Black. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Escapes the pressure going right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snaps it in the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picked up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Spits it out to the back. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Got some green grass. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the gun, it's Davidson. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the air. Right side, it's Black. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Black. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
From deep, it's Gill. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
There's some room. He's at the 40. The 20. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. Running through contact. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Clemson calls its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Final timeout called by the Tigers. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Tight game so far in this season opener. It's third and goal coming up. Trying to run it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the time. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Pulls it in, it's Burrows. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is a tough spot for this offense, man. They've got to create some explosive plays, and the defense knows it. They're backing up. They're playing really, really conservative. Man, you're down 2 scores. You got to find some plays over the middle of the field, wherever. You just got to chew up some grass and get in scoring position.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. To the air, it's Reynolds. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Needs it here on 4th down. They're all over him. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires.